Well, inflation is still way higher than officials really want it to be, but it has been on a slight decline since last summer. However, while prices of many goods and services may be cheaper this summer when compared to last year, don't expect to see dips when it comes to your power bill. Analysts say average electricity prices are expected to be at least 2% higher. So Associate Managing Editor for CBS MoneyWatch, Irina Ivanova, is with us now to talk a little bit more about what we can expect for the summer. At least up here in the Northeast, it's been kind of cooler
so
far, but the temperatures are going up. So we are gonna be cranking our air conditioning. What is the connection between inflation and electricity?
Good morning. So as we know, fuels, and especially fossil fuels, have been a huge driver of the inflation of the last 2 years. And that's still a factor. The interesting thing about electricity is that unlike something like gasoline, which goes up and down in price pretty frequently based on the price of oil, in the US, your power bill operates with a lag. So natural gas here is the biggest share of electricity. Nearly half of electricity comes from burning natural gas. And a lot of utilities bought natural gas back in the fall when it was still quite expensive. They're now offloading that pricier gas. Utilities tend to do this quite often. They tend to spread out big price jumps, often because they're required to by regulators. But what that means is when consumers see a slight power bill increase, it's not necessarily going to go down right away. They might have to wait a while to see that price really dip.
That's very interesting. So given all that, electric bills, they tend to go up in summer every year, all that air conditioning in use. What are you expecting this year? How is this year any different than years past?
There is a lot of uncertainty, as you mentioned, depending on what the weather turns out to be. That 2% increase is a combination of what they predict for the price of electricity, as well as just how hot it is and how much AC they expect people to be using. If it's hotter than normal, which it very well might be because of El Nino, as well as climate change that's been giving us these intense heat waves, that could very well mean more AC and higher use. And something else that's a factor is just maintenance. So about half of your power bill is actually the cost of the wires, not just the cost of the fuel. And the grid right now is at a point where it needs a lot of maintenance. One analyst I talked with compared to buying a new car. So if you've had a family car for 10, 15, even 20 years, there comes a time when you just got to replace it. And a lot of our grid is reaching that stage. It just needs replacement.
So then when I ask you about wholesale energy prices, is that like just the price of energy, but not the price of all the other stuff that you just talked about? So
that's right.
Wholesale energy prices are actually dropping, but everything else is still costing a bunch of money. That's
correct.
Do we benefit as a consumer from the actual price of the energy dropping?
Eventually, yeah. It depends a little bit on how long it takes utilities to offload, that more expensive fuel that they've already loaded up on. The Energy Information Administration is predicting possibly at the end of this year, possibly early next year, we will start to see those lower bills.
Okay. Then in the meantime, for this summer, what can people do to reduce those electric bills?
The good news is there are federal and state programs for people to get help. Benefits.gov is a great place for information. The rule of thumb is anybody who makes less than 60% of the state's median income can get some kind of financial help. So that's about $34,000 for a single person, $65,000 for a family of 4 annually. In the short term, this is not something people necessarily want to hear, but the advice that you often get is to just use less. So that could be pulling the curtains closed during the day. If you have AC, try to, turn it down a little more, try to make it a little warmer. If you are turning it down, one tip I heard is to turn it down by just 1 degree a day until you can get used to it. So it's not necessarily this very harsh change where you might be used to like keeping it at 70 and then you're going up to 75 or 78. And then long term, there will be a lot of federal grants to improve, weatherizing, insulation, closing up the drafts in your home. So if you're thinking of staying in your home for 5 years, 8 years, maybe longer, that is something good to look at.
Also good to keep a note is don't let the bot air out, as we say in my house.
Close the door, close the door.
Close the door. Don't leave the windows open. Irina, thank you very much.